Right, evening everybody. It is 8 o'clock in the evening, and I am just off on it's a return to home mission for a TVR. Ultimately, so I got a message from Motoburbs saying, "Do you fancy going to Wapping, sorting out the TVR?" So the answer to that is yes. What he failed to mention was he wanted me to pick him up first, take him over so you could get it started and take it back home, which is fine, but he just failed to mention that, the cheeky git. So I'm now doing a 45-minute journey in the opposite direction of Wapping. So I'm going to go on my driving and catch you when we get some TVR action. As I might have explained in the dark in the car earlier, this gentleman here has roped me into to a little visit from Mr. TVR World. So JB, tell us, come on, why are we here? What are we doing?
We're here to resurrect a COVID victim. Obviously, don't mean that by person, but this car has been laid up since the pandemic, and I've been itching to get it out since, and it's booked in to a garage on Monday, so I better get it out now. So yeah, we're here. We've got a few tools, got a few bits in the boot. It's time to resurrect the beast.
Come on, get the cover. Let's see if we can get. Can we get the door open to be the first thing?
Of course.
So no one knows what this is going to be.
Yeah. She blows.
Yes, it is. Oh, it feels like seeing an old friend.
Yeah, I know, same. It's so small. It's so small.
These cars are so good.
Yeah, it's been ages. I had a look at it the other week, but it just reminded me of how small they are. I just can't believe it.
It's just engine.
How low? Yeah, no, it's 1,100 kilos. So yeah, 1,100 kilos, 4-litre V8 Rover engine, and yeah, that was what, 250 horsepower. Probably about that still now. So yeah, unfortunately, doors. As you notice, the TVRs are famous for shaving the door handles, and the handles actually being door poppers underneath the wing mirrors. But
They run off the battery.
They run off the battery. So, as a special technique that all TVR owners should know, if you don't know, then never mind. So you can access the doors. So we'll be back right after I've accessed the doors. Right, there we go. Door popped. We're in. Smells of a car that hasn't been moved for a while. No animal detritus in there, which is fine. Yeah, it's good. I had this redone just before as well, a year before. I had it refurbished inside, new carpets, leather polish. So yeah,
Except looking at the carpets.
Yeah. Except that one's a bit ruined. But,
I love Dars. I do like the Dars. It has such a feeling of being old school. Being a lot more, having that element of a classic car behind it. Which is probably why it breaks down so much as well.
It doesn't break down in. So let's get this record straight. In the 20 years I've owned this car.
Is it 20 years?
It is, yeah. I think it might be just under, actually, 19 or something like that.
It means I've known you for 20 years.
Well, yeah, I know, we've aged. But I've been recovered on the back of a truck once. I've had other issues like alarms, the alarm not unarming, and issues like that. 2 or 3 of those, but really, it's only broken down once. So yeah. And when I rang the garage to say, asked them what what do I have to look at when I go and see it after 3 years? What am I going to have to check to make sure it all works? And the guy just said, just check your fuel lines. Other than that, you should just put a battery on and it'll be fine.
Nice.
So let's test that. Let's pop the hood. Flimsy I was going to say carbon fibre roof, that would be good. Fiberglass roof, of course. Fiberglass bonnet.
Lid.
So yeah, it looks okay. And here, I actually did come round here yesterday to check the oil. No fluids, they were fine. There's a bit of a leak underneath, but that's good because that's a standard leak. So that's all happening well.
Shows you, you know, there's oil there.
Yeah, exactly. So these pipes look fine. That belt's slightly loose, but yeah, I think she's good. So I'm going to now get the new battery on. And this is the other TVR game, fun game. It's always like an escape room. Lock someone inside and ask them to get out. You remember how to get out?
Like in a twisty knob. Twisty knob.
Twist the knob. There we go. Of course, the battery is conveniently located in the passenger footwell.
Of course.
If I remember rightly. Yeah. Bloody positive and negative terminal is switched on this new battery. So I have to make sure I get that in. And if I remember rightly, it's going to be the infamous 10mm socket, which is always missing from every socket set, but no, this one's here. Right, move the new buddy out of the way. Actually, it looks more like a 10, it's like a 14. 14. Put that on the driver.
So my mechanical ability is just slightly less than 0, so I'm here for moral support predominantly. That's not completely true because I fixed some other stuff before. After Mr. YouTube helped me.
Okay. Oh, that's not.
That's called leverage, people.
Exactly. Don't be afraid to ask for some leverage. Okay. And of course, these doors don't have the opening aperture of a Clio.
No.
So, there's 2 more nuts roaming free in the car.
Just spares.
Yeah, spare nuts. There's the ECU, just slotted in down the side of the battery. Right, so that is that. Off there. Okay.
Right, okay, yeah, so battery's out. Battery is out.
Ah, the repeat. The repeat. So, yeah, battery's out. The new battery's in the box. Put the new box in there here. Obviously, with the terminal switched. So, now I just need to make sure I get everything back on.
Posy, negative. Right, I'm going to stop filming again, guys, because you don't need to see us rummaging under here so much. can't see any, there's no smoke, no fluids pissing out anywhere. A few cobwebs been blown away. Right, so that is fuel in now. We're fueled, number plates on, gaffer tape has been used. Another moment of truth. Hasn't.
No. And it's really squeaky on that tyre. So I need to get to a garage to get some gas to make sure. And some air. Gas and air.
Gas and air. Do that.
Right.
I just need to get out of here.
Yeah, exactly. You gonna follow me up?
Yeah, yeah. What? Walk up?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. Lights. There's a bit of lights. Yeah. Since we left the garage in Wapping and drove down the road, the first thing that happens is that some food delivery moped driver pulls up alongside JB and is all, "Wow, I like the car," and we're now stopped just airline top up. So bit of air and now putting some fuel in now rather than pouring it all over my fingers. Yeah, everybody looks at that. Fucking no one looks at my car. I know why though, it's lovely. Okay, so always check the car park. Just following JB up what we've got. What we have. Of course. So 458. And then very dusty. Dusty Martin set back there as well.